welcome. I'm with Amelia Hodge today from the Australian Property Institute. Welcome, Amelia.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So we're going to kick straight off with asking about, from your perspective, what's the future of your industry and the role that API plays in it?
Thank you. We've actually done a lot of thinking about this in the last 12 months. We took a step back and slowed down in order to speed up, I guess you could describe it. Yeah. And we looked at what is the future of the profession, in our case, the valuation, the property profession, and what is the ecosystem, the macro environment that sits around that, and how are they changing? And therefore, what do we need to do as an association or an industry body in order to evolve and reinvent and transform? Because I think the world of associations is shifting from that administrative support partner that provides a little event or some education product into a true business partner, improving the efficiency and the operating profit of our members, but also providing them with products and services that enable them to meet their own customer needs. And so the beginning of last year, we reset our strategy. It's a very ambitious strategy. That's why it looks so old.
Love it.
But we really looked focusing on 4 pillars. One is the future of the profession. The second one is obviously a strong and sustainable association. And we looked at what skill sets do we need on our board? Do we need to bring additional independent directors into the board to support the strategy? And we did that with our 2 new independents starting at the end of November last year.
Great.
We looked at what roles and skill sets do we actually need in our own business as the API, and we're on a very deep dive journey with a full operational excellence review and a customer excellence review.
Great.
That we've just started our 3rd sprint for. So that's been very challenging to see some of the 4,000 things that we do, and 75 people touch them 5 times. And so there's a lot of operational excellence that we can really be focused on, because we need to transition ourselves to meet that business support partner of our members. And I think the ecosystem for us is not just our members, it's the employers of individual members, it's the, as I said, clients, the customer, the regulatory environment within which our professions play. Government plays a big role for us. And so not only is our pillar around the future and us, but around a powerful voice. How do we have a voice and advocate for our members, and how do we impact the environment around them? And also the 4 pillars around skilled professionals. What skills do our members need in order to perform their work, and what framework do we need to redevelop, underpinned by standards, to enable them to be flexible and meet their own clients' needs. So we've just got a little bit of work on this year, developing all that. So we did a very large piece of consultation, took just over 12 months, and it's called the Future of the Profession Report. It's available on our website, api.org.au. That really has underpinned 3 key themes that will support our whole program for the next few years.
Amazing. I love that you're empowering your members to meet their own needs. That's great. I think that's a really fresh perspective as well. So thank you. That's amazing. Can you share some insights into any new initiatives that you're trying within your association?
So many. So not only we will have a major org restructure in order to look at a few different initiatives. We've got a few projects bubbling along that will support our members in all of the futures piece. One which has almost come to fruition is that we will shortly announce a global first of a discretionary trust vehicle owned by our members with us, with a tripartite agreement with Howden Global and several insurers, which will be a member-first professional indemnity product.
Wow.
So that will really support our members and try to smooth the cycle of PI. We have another project in the making that is around the internal project is sort of API Learning or API University. And the question there is, why can't we provide the actual course for our members? And that can either be something that will support university courses, or it will bring new entrants into the profession in a postgraduate way. And we've been really focused in the last year on certifications around different areas of the property profession. So we've released a certified asset management module. We've released a certification around funds management, property development, and our last release was certified property data analyst. So that's available to people who haven't done a university degree, or anyone in our members' firms, businesses that would like to upskill in different areas. And as the economic cycle sort of moves forward, we'll see various sectors reduce volume, and then that gives our members opportunity and choice to move into other areas of the profession. So we've looked at a lot of things. We've looked around the ecosystem, that macro environment where our members sit. Their clients are looking for ESG expertise. They're looking for climate change expertise, transition to net zero. There's many new asset classes coming out. So we've really focused on this year on building that out, and eventually all the little breadcrumbs will come together, and that will be a course.
I love that, and I'm a fan of lifelong learning, so that's very exciting.
You
may have touched on some of this already, but are there any particular initiatives that you're driving to welcome younger members and people to the industry generally?
We've got a few things in train. We've got a very vibrant young property professional community, a YPP, and that involves networking, career building, all those sorts of things.
Right.
They have fabulous trivia nights and balls, and we all did when we were that age. They give me a lot of energy. We had think tanks around the country last year getting their input, because they want to build a career of 30 years. They won't have the same job as you would see.
Yes.
They won't have the same job for 30 years like many of our older members have had, and their job won't be the same. And the way they consume products and services from us and the way that they want to work is very different. So how do we create that environment for them? So we've got that. We're very partnering with the Women in Property Valuation community. We have a number of scholarships. So we announced our APRA Property Research and Education Fund a few years ago, and we've awarded a number of scholarships, particularly in the regions. A woman to female returning to work after a gap. Scholarship to enable her to enter the profession, study the course and enter the profession. So this year we've got a huge initiative around getting the professions in the regions. The regions are screaming for property professionals to undertake all sorts of different work. Not only just agri-rural kind of space, but I've just come from the Valuer General's office. They're wanting valuers in the regions, so we've got a big regional push this year. So we're going to a range of festivals that will attract a lot of eyes on the profession. So we started that last year as a pilot project. We trialled it at the Chinchilla Watermelon Festival.
Wow.
So where we watermelon skied and did all sorts of things watermelon.
You do all the fun stuff.
It's just really fun, actually. But talking to that many people, getting that many eyes, you get much more of an opportunity to get further spread than you would just at a career expo. So we trialled it there, and so we're off to Tasmania for AgFest in, I think it's May, and then Beef Week in Rockhampton. So we're speaking on Beef Radio. I don't know what to expect from Beef Week. That sounds good.
Great things, I'd imagine.
Yeah, we're partnering with the Queensland Valuer General's office on that. So
Fantastic.
with a real regional focus. So
So
lots happening.
Lots happening. How exciting. That's great to hear. Thank you. What are some of the challenges that keep you awake at nights?
There's twofold the challenges. It's can we get what we need to get done fast enough? Can we evolve fast enough as a business?
Sure.
Can we get the right resources and skills in the business to deliver a very ambitious strategic plan? Have we got the priorities right and the investment sequence right in some of our initiatives? I mean, they're the three big things that are kind of keeping my thinking going at all times of the day and night. When I'm walking the dog or having a swim.
When you should be sleeping.
Yes. But I think there's just so much, and I feel like this operational excellence review and customer excellence review, we've done the governance piece, but now we need to do the operational piece and get going, really.
And it's one bite at a time.
And so we do, I don't want to fall into the trap, and this is what's keeping me awake at night, of doing 10 things at once and doing 2 of them okay, So I do think there's that investment prioritisation.
Yeah, that's a lot. Share with us one special skill that you've got that might surprise us.
Oh, a special skill? Well, I think I have a special skill in singing. and dancing. I'm not sure many people think that, but particularly not my children.
We won't ask you to demonstrate today.
I don't think you'd want to.
You
But,
enjoy singing?
I just think sometimes, when you're in a really stressful situation, or sometimes in the office when you're dealing with 10 things at once, just to burst out to a bit of song, or put a sense of humour into something,
Absolutely.
And have a bit of a dance.
Bring the fun.
Bring the fun.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of just taking a meditation moment as well, just
Yeah.
to sit quietly and reflect and just go back within, just sort of refocus.
Yeah.
But my team will tell you I'm often singing and dancing in the office.
Which is a form of meditation, really, isn't
Right,
it? So
it is.
it's good. And do you have a favourite genre, favourite era, favourite
Look
song?
at me, 80s. What do you think?
Absolutely. I'm so glad you said that.
I'm an 80s girl. Bit of
Anything
Beyonce,
Yeah.
all the music bands is good, I think.
Yeah,
It's a bit of fun too.
it is. Yeah.
I have sung many an 80s songs, standing in line in shops, embarrassing my teenage son. I think they need to be embarrassed from time to time.
Absolutely. It's a parent's job. It's a parent's job. I love that. Thank you so much. What's your favourite cocktail to order on a night out to enable the singing and dancing to continue?
I could do that without a cocktail.
I know.
I'm a vodka martini girl,
Ah.
but I do love a nice cold Negroni on a weekend occasionally. So yes, I do love the cocktails.
I do like a Negroni. And that is everything.
Oh, thank you.
so
Thanks for
much.
your